In less than 2 weeks, a crowd of hundreds of thousands is expected to gather at the Lincoln Memorial to mark the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. Organizers are busy mobilizing an interfaith coalition of groups to attend, diverse groups, racially, theologically, and politically. But organizers say they all have one common focus: continuing the dream of Dr. King.
Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
They said it was 250,000. It was like 1 million people to me.
As a 21-year-old, former D.C. Councilmember Frank Smith attended the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. 50 years later, he's chair of the local host committee commemorating the march.
Well, I'll be there with my children and my grandchildren. And so, life does change, and it changes for the better.
Coordinating with the National Action Network and ministers of all faiths across the country, organizers hope to draw a crowd equal to, if not larger than, 1963, 250,000 people.
It's being talked about in every pulpit across the country. We have people coming from as far as California.
In 2013, these civil rights activists say America is much closer to reaching Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream, but they also hope their event will address current issues: stand your ground laws, voter ID legislation, and changes to the Voting Rights Act.
Certainly, Voting Rights Act and other similar issues are just as important for the Latino community.
In addition to blacks, whites, and Latinos, the coalition organizing this modern march includes gays and lesbians, who call this a homecoming. They point to openly gay civil rights activist Bayard Rustin, the chief organizer of the '63 march, but discouraged from speaking publicly about the movement. This year, Rustin will posthumously receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
It is a homecoming in the sense that we know that there was a time that LGBT people were not welcome to the table, although LGBT people were present at the genesis of the March on Washington.
Now, the March on Washington Realize the Dream rally will take place Saturday, August 24th, starting at 8 a.m., but there are many events planned by different groups before and afterward. In the morning, district leaders will hold a D.C. statehood rally at the World War I Memorial on the Mall, and after gathering at the Lincoln Memorial, the crowd will then march to the MLK Memorial.